You got to be careful when you're dealing with these people in construction, these contractors, right? The last thing you ever want to do, first of all, is pay them everything up front. So if you got a kitchen rehab you're going to do and it'll come out to $8,000, you don't want to pay them $8,000 all up front. And then, what'll end up happening is there will be no incentive to perform the work, complete the work, or all that other good stuff, right? So, at bits and pieces at a time. Maybe you want to get the top cabinet fixed, pay for that. The bottom cabinet fixed, pay for that. Little sections of the kitchen fixed, little chunks at a time, itsy bitsy, here and there. Pay for each individual item. If they have a problem with it, go for another contractor. You have to understand that the smaller the portions of the job you divide and give, the faster this contractor is going to work, or the handyman's going to work, because they know that the sooner they finish one job, they'll be able to move on to the next one and get paid, move on to the next one and get paid, move on to the next one and get paid. So it's common sense stuff, if it is something that's very complex, then I would recommend going into an agreement with a general contractor. Like if it's a house that doesn't have any walls, needs extensive plumbing and electrical work, go with a general contractor. If you have to do it, do it. However, if it's something more cosmetic, something that you could probably do on your own but you don't want to, you can go with an unlicensed handyman. He probably has experience and skills, and then you can see what he decides to do and go from there. There's all kinds of ways to skin a cat or crumble a cookie, but when you're dealing with contractors, like anybody else, even you're hiring work from a person, from a human. So you need to vet these people, make sure that they've done good work, look at their portfolio, call their references, ask to see previous jobs, all the normal things that an employer would do. If you want to do a background check, that's fine. I don't really care much about a background check. But if I were to do a background check, I just want to make sure that, they haven't killed anybody in the past 5 years. That's it. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about, Grand Theft Auto's not good. Kidnapping's not good. Attempted murder's not good. Graffiti, I don't care about, Little misdemeanor stuff, I wouldn't care about. That. They would be grateful that you give them another chance, Very grateful. So, with that said, contractors, handymen, you got to be careful with these guys. I would also highly recommend that if you could live in the property or stay in the property while you're rehabbing it, and supervise these individuals as they work on your property, that'll be great. That would be wonderful. I know that there are some investors out there, who've developed a sense of trust with their people, where they own several properties and they have these contractors going in and out and doing their thing, and they trust them not to steal anything or damage anything or take advantage of the situation in any way. So that's good. Contractors, they're in the trades. They're kind of similar to mechanics. They want to find more things that they can make money with. If a mechanic looks at your car and sees that your tire needs to be changed, but then he also sees that your brake pads need to be changed, he's going to try and upsell you a brake pad job. And it happens to me. It happens. There was one time I went to get my tire plugged, and the guy at the tire shop tried to sell me a whole brand new tire. And then I went to another tire shop and I got it plugged. The first guy wanted to charge me $100 for a new tire, and the next guy charged me $15 to get it plugged. Somebody wasn't being very honest. So yeah, it's important to shop around, see what's out there, see who's going to give you a good deal, and see who's going to respect you and your needs, and who's going to work on your schedule and work in accordance to your guidelines. Don't settle, and don't let people sway you into doing something that you didn't set out to do. Make sure that you define your goals, and you define how you're going to do things, and do things only the way that you define you're going to do things. don't let anybody convince you to do anything other than what you set out to do. It's only going to derail you, it's going to confuse you, and it's going to cost you more money and more time in the long run. And those are two very valuable assets, because time you're never going to get back. And money is very valuable. So, that's my 2 cents on contractors and working with contractors. So, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, if you want to reach out, please feel free to do so. I believe I have my contact details in the description below. And if you check out my website, you'll have my contact details there as well. But please take a look at my website, prosincome.com. You can go on there and sign up for a free email newsletter. It's about $5,000 worth of free information. But ultimately, what I'd love for you to do is reach out to me and learn more about what it is that I'm doing, because I'm reaching out to students all over the state of Florida, and buying properties in Florida that I can then fix and resell, and my students will see that, they'll experience it, and they'll get compensated accordingly. As far as people that are outside of Florida and other areas of the country, I do offer virtual wholesale, coaching, so I can kind of show you to put a property under contract and wholesale it to a buyer, whatever in your area, and go from there. So, the sky's the limit, and my program is extremely affordable. There's a lot of other people out there that are paying, $5,000, $8,000, $20,000, $30,000, just to learn how to do some basic real estate stuff. But with me, it's very affordable. All right, so go in there, check it out. Let me know what you think, and we'll take it from there. My name is Sam, and I'll see you soon. Later. Oh yeah, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Put your comment down below. All right, see you later.